Yeah, I tell you guys, I can use some pest control because I got a lot of pests in my life, guys. They become about a thousand, just like that. What was that zombie video game or World War Z or something like that? That reminds me, I gotta check Into the Stars channel. I haven't heard like nothing from that guy. I haven't heard nothing's came to my phone. Nothing. Very strange. But anyway, so guys, uh, I talked about you guys about how, a guy like me has to work for law enforcement because I'm realizing that 60 to 70% of these people that work on 9 to 5 jobs are into some kind of criminal activity one way or another. And that's probably the number one reason why I can't be on a 9 to 5 job again. Not because, I don't like it or I don't like being micromanaged. Well, I mean that too, but that's not my number one reason. My number one reason is that it's too many criminals working on the jobs, and I don't like managers aging me. Um, Signing up for law enforcement should be a lot of fun, but I just hope that when I first get started, I'm not the person collecting people's stool samples out of garbage cans. Maybe that might have to be my initiation the first week or something, since I'll be a rookie. But yeah, that's how I feel about it, guys. You see, I want to tell y'all something else before I get out of here. God damn, am I about to forget or do I have to make another video? Because sometimes that's how spirit be, y'all. They be want me. They can cut off your brain. They can cap your mind. That's in the supreme lessons. How they can just cap your mind. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Yeah, the whole thing about law enforcement is that, you know, first of all, I know I couldn't be no regular police officer because I'm so tapped into the spiritual element side of things, guys. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys, remember Joseph Chappell? Some of y'all, if y'all listen to him, he talked about how people just lie in your face like nothing these days, more than ever before. I mean, people lie in your face for no good goddamn reason, just to do it, just to feel. I think it makes them feel empowered, but also, I'm really into studying a component of these people and spiritual possession, because I don't believe, guys, if everybody you almost know in your environment got cloned or was demonically possessed, how the hell would you know? You just simply wouldn't. And you guys think Hollywood, which is a branch of the government, by the way, or the CIA, Hollywood is a branch of the CIA. Do you think they make these movies for nothing? Certainly not. Costs a lot of money to make these movies. A lot of time is put into it. I used to be in film school back in the day in Chicago. I used to take acting classes, directing license. I used to do that in downtown Chicago. You know, long story. I was always interested in the performing arts growing up, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I definitely couldn't be a regular police officer because I'm too tapped in spiritually. But yeah, these people, they just lie to you like nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And these are the people that I totally despise. And I'm kind of individual too. Like, it's so funny because people just think that my authenticity and my transparency and my face, it seems like people get really fooled by my nature real quick. Remember, guys, we talked about neophytes. They can only, and that's another thing too about these demons. Now, I don't know if all these demons are the same because Champollion said that humans have 7 centers of consciousness, but demons have, I think he said 28, something like that. But maybe when they possess a body, maybe it goes below 7. Who knows? I don't know the full details, but I don't think these demons are actually really, really that smart. Maybe just from the level of being able to do things in the other dimensions that we can't. But as far as like really trying to figure out what a person gonna do, it could be some variables to that. But anyway, they probably do though, because they be knowing where you're gonna be. I think I gave a scenario. You guys, I was listening to a video, and a woman shows up talking about I'm scared of vagina, and it was relative to the video I was listening to, but it wasn't about nobody being scared of vagina. It was just that her screaming that out when I arrived on location seemed to suggest that she knew what I was looking at, what video that I was watching. Okay. But guys, if 85% of these people out here were possessed by evil spirits, how the hell would you know? That's why it's real important for me to be transparent. But like I say, a lot of these evil spirits, they get really, it's like they get, you know what they seem like they get confused by? People just like me. That's very transparent, guys. Remember, they believe a lie and think the truth is a lie, and they think the lie is the truth. They backwards. So if they got 28 rings of consciousness and human beings only got 7, I don't know. It could be some misinformation about what exactly those extra rings entail. However, it seemed like that these entities they got a serious problem with me. They can't seem to get me to do what they want me to do. They think I'm stupid. It's like, how come people have not picked up yet that I'm not stupid and I know when they lying? That's what I be wondering. You see? So I didn't want to say that, y'all, but working for law enforcement would be wonderful because the thing is, if I let's say I was rich and I wasn't working at all. I mean, eventually you get tired of sitting around. You have to be a part of something, and I definitely have to be a part of what I've been sent here to do. And I'm gonna say one more thing, guys, before I let you go. You know, the fact that my ancestors left me an inheritance, guys, and the fact that I never even really, I probably only seen my ancestors probably maybe 20 times in my whole life. I wasn't around them. I didn't grow up around. I had few conversations with them. I remember one time I had a conversation with my grandmother, and she says, "You don't sound like your age on the phone." See, I say already people get me twisted. People don't know who I am, y'all. That can help me in a lot of areas in life too. But that's when my grandmother passed away. She says, "You don't sound like," and she says people were really just confounded about how I sounded and how I talked. It was like they wanted to say, "This is not what people be. This is not the person people describe to me when you're not around." It's how I know people been busy slandering me all my life. But now my grandfather, who I spoke to quite a few times on the phone, he knew that I was above the level of most, not if not all the males in the family, that I could even give him a run for his money. But I just want to reiterate the fact that, think about this, guys. An inheritance was left to me, and I barely even hung around my grandparents like that. I had a few conversations with them, and particularly my grandfather, he knew that I was a cut above the rest. He just knew right away. So regardless if people went behind my back and tried to slander me to death, it didn't fucking work.